Superman news video for the week November 14th to November 20th, 2014. Our top news stories in this week's Speeding Bulletin include Batman v Superman filming in IMAX, DC Comics announces more Convergence titles, and Six Flags unveils their 4D Justice League ride. Let's check out these stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, we've only got minimal news on Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice this week, with the production having left Chicago for a remote location in New Mexico. The only news we do have came from Variety.com, who reported that a spokeswoman for Warner Brothers has confirmed that Zack Snyder is filming Batman v Superman with IMAX cameras. Man of Steel showed in IMAX, but didn't use the IMAX cameras, so this marks the first time that the director is shooting in that format. In TV news, Warner Archive Collection brings another outstanding Warner Brothers animation television series to Blu-ray with this week's release of Young Justice Invasion, the thrilling second season of the popular series, available to purchase now from our online store. Taking this release to another level, Warner Archive Collection has added an exclusive commentary track on the series' final episodes, Summer and Endgame. The package also includes a behind-the-scenes featurette. Get it now. In comic book news, DC Comics released their February 2015 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products listed. Of special note was Superman number 39, an emotional story which reveals a rarely seen side of the Man of Steel as an ordinary person. And Action Comics number 39, the final chapter of Horrorville, in which the terror from Smallville has spread across the globe, and now Superman must make a sacrifice to save it. Visit our website now to see all the other Superman comics in the February solicitations. DC Comics announced the next wave of titles in their company-wide Convergence event, with 10 new titles scheduled to go on sale in the second week of April 2015, 3 of which are Superman titles. Superman Man of Steel starring Steel, Supergirl Matrix with Supergirl, Lady Quark and Ambushbug, and Superboy with Con-El. Convergence comprises a 9-part weekly comic book series that begins on April 1st with the issue number 0 and ends with issue number 8 on May 27th, as well as 40 brand new 2-part miniseries to be published throughout the months of April and May. Over the past year, DC Comics has had various variant cover themes across their New 52 line of comic books, from the current month's Lego variants, monster variants, selfie variants and many others. Now DC Comics has announced that in February 2015, Harley Quinn will take centre stage across all the variant covers. DC Comics published an interview with Brian Q. Miller and Kat Staggs regarding the series finale of the Smallville Season 11 comic book title, in which the pair talk about what they're most proud of about the Season 11 series. Kat Staggs said, "I've consistently had people come up to me at comic book conventions to tell me Smallville is the first comic book they have ever picked up, and now they're hooked." MTV.com caught up with writer Jeff Johns and artist Jason Fabok to discuss the Amazon virus storyline currently taking place within the Justice League comic book. Jeff said, "The idea is, just as humans have evolved into metahumans, what if another life form on Earth evolved in the same way? What would a superhuman virus do to the world? I wanted to tap into that fear and paranoia because the Justice League aren't prepared for something like that." Comicbook.com published an interview with Dan Jurgens, the writer and artist who, as part of a larger creative team on board the Superman family of titles at the time, delivered the killer blow to the Man of Steel in Superman number 75, which celebrated its 22nd anniversary this past week. As for the way the media reacted to the story at the time, Dan said, "I think almost every major newspaper had a columnist who wrote something about what does Superman mean to us and what does it mean when he's gone." Comic books we reviewed this week included Smallville Continuity Chapter 12, the final chapter ever, which was reviewed by Adam DeChanel, who gave it a 5 out of 5, saying, "The writers and artists on Season 11 should be commended for their hard work at delivering one of the best Superman titles for years." T.A. Ewart reviewed Injustice Year 3 Chapter 7, saying, "It looks like a reader will have to suffer through more padding before getting anything of decency from Injustice for a while," and he rated this chapter a 2 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from November 19th include Injustice Year 3 Chapter 8 digital comic has been available since November 18th. Batman Superman number 16, which is available in a Lego variant cover and a digital combo pack and another variant cover. Earth 2 World's End number 7. Infinite Crisis Fight for the Multiverse number 5 print edition. Injustice Gods Among Us Year 3 number 4 print edition, Justice League number 36, which is available in a Lego variant cover, a digital combo pack, and another variant cover. Multiversity Pax Americana number 1, which is available in a black and white variant cover, a Ryan Sook variant cover, a Patrick Gleason variant cover, and a Grant Morrison variant cover. New 52 Futures End number 29, Supergirl number 36, which is available in a Lego variant cover, Superman Wonder Woman number 13, which is available in a Lego variant cover and a digital combo pack. Infinite Crisis Chapter 26 digital comic will be available November 23rd, and Teen Titans A Celebration of 50 Years hardcover. Make gift giving even more fun with these great Superman gift wrapping papers. Get the Superman Man of Steel Super Fancy gift wrap for $9.99. And how about 2 rolls of Superman Christmas wrapping paper for just $14.99? These and other great Superman gift wrapping papers are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, last weekend an art exhibit took place at the Grand Palais in Paris, where photographer Sacha Goldberger displayed his fascinating series of portraits of superheroes wearing Renaissance-style period clothing. These aren't fakes or Photoshop fantasy. That person is Jonathan Tuel, looking exactly like Christopher Reeve, transformed using makeup and lighting. Amazing work. Six Flags unveiled a behind-the-scenes look at new components of the 4D interactive dark ride experience named Justice League Battle for Metropolis 4D. The thrilling new rides are headed to Six Flags St. Louis and Six Flags Over Texas in 2015. A new Behind the Voice video for the Infinite Crisis video game introduced us to the voice of Arcane Supergirl. Voice actress India Dubuford let us know what it takes to voice the dominant flame that is Arcane Supergirl.
She maintains her strength, but you don't forget that she is Supergirl. And I think that's a really important part of her character.
Fire good, world-ending darkness bad.
Brick Nerd Studios put together a fun little fan-made Lego animation titled Lego Batman vs Superman, which we think Superman fans might enjoy. Batman and Superman square off for some reason in this stop-motion animated short. Check it out in full at our website now. For a limited time, Hungry Jack's fast food restaurants in Australia are offering DC Comics Scribblenauts figures free with the purchase of a Hungry Jack's Kids meal. Superman, the Flash, Bane, the Joker and other characters are available. Which one you get with your kids meal purchase is up to chance, or so I've been told. And that's all the Superman news there was for the week November 14th and November 20th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So, Sci-Fi Now's edition 99, I guess, that's either out now or coming out very soon or has been out for a while. I don't know. I don't follow these things. Has our own Henry Cavill, Superman, Man of Steel, on the cover. And, of course, the symbol for Batman v Superman, the big title, Batman v Superman. Already advertising our movie that's coming out, I guess. I like how I call it our movie, you know? If I only had a stake in some of these things, you know? A stake in Warner Brothers' Last Chance! According to the title on the magazine, it says DC's Last Chance, Batman v Superman. This irked me. I even asked Steve, who runs the Superman homepage, about why he thought that they put this title up here. And he said, well, because sensationalism sells, and I guess that's true. You know, you write something like that on there, you put that on there, and maybe the lay person, maybe the person who doesn't know that this is Henry Cavill of Man of Steel, and maybe the person that doesn't know that Man of Steel made almost $700 million worldwide will say, oh, wow, DC's Last Chance, that's crazy. I mean, Marvel's doing so well. I can't understand why one of these companies with these dumb superheroes wouldn't do just as well as another one of these companies with these dumb superheroes. Because who really doesn't know that there are superhero movies coming out and superhero TV shows coming out and superhero this and superhero that every time you turn around, you know? I watched 2 episodes of Gotham last night, and I loved them. I'm really enjoying it. And you know me, I'm not a Batman fan, per se, although I do love all superhero movies and shows. I've seen ones I don't like when I put them on and don't watch them. You know, the trilogy we always talk about, the Dark Knight trilogy, didn't do it for me. But it was super successful. It made billions of dollars at the box office, and here we have a magazine saying Inside DC's Last Chance. Probably one of the most successful film trilogies of all time, one of the most critically acclaimed film trilogies of all time, one of the most famous characters of all time, Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, was gangbusters, was hugely successful. Fans loved it, critics loved it, people who just love movies loved it. It was considered, a masterpiece, and as far as I can remember, and as far as I can guess, a masterpiece far and above anything Marvel has put out. I, personally, like the Marvel movies better. I enjoy them better. I had much more fun than when I watched the Dark Knight trilogy, which I didn't get. But that doesn't change the fact that it means it succeeded in a way that can't make Batman v Superman DC's Last Chance. But if they're trying to be sensationalists, and if that's going to help them sell, or going to get people like me and other people talking about it and being annoyed by it, I guess they have fulfilled their duty as journalists. Now, I like these kind of magazines. I like Empire. I like Sci-Fi. Is it Sci-Fi Now? I like these kind because they cover the kinds of movies and TV shows and stories that I'm all about. Hence why I also like The Big Bang Theory. A lot of geeks like myself have either gotten fed up with it or didn't like it from the beginning because they felt they were getting made fun of, or they feel like the jokes have gotten tired or old. I've grown to love the characters on there, and I get sometimes emotional with their stories, even if it's a little outlandish or a little far-fetched. I mean, it's a sitcom on television. They're always going to be a little far-fetched, but I still feel like the show's for me. The jokes are for me. They're sci-fi-y. They're fantasy. They're based on superheroes and the things I watch and the things I've loved, comic books, all my whole life. Same reason I like Sci-Fi Now or Empire. I live in the United States of America, so I can get Empire at a bookstore, but I can't get a subscription, which is something that I might like to have. But I do like these kind of magazines. You got Arrow stuff on here. You got them talking about Gotham on here. X-Men, great movies that are upcoming. But I am still annoyed that they feel the need to drag themselves into the mud and put Inside DC's Last Chance. Now, I guess there's some truth to it. If the movie should somehow fail or do even less business than Man of Steel, which was, again, a huge hit at the box office, I've seen some accounts that say it made negative 1% after it paid for whatever costs, and maybe including some other reboots of Superman that never happened or something. I don't know how it works exactly. I just know that you look at the success at the box office and you go, even if we owed this much from some other failures, clearly the people liked it, and clearly Superman is still popular, and clearly it still worked out. So no one's going to sneeze at $700 million and say, well, that just wasn't a success. I've heard a lot of people say DC wasn't happy enough, and that's why they're throwing Batman in here. I don't know that that's true. I've kind of said that myself in moments of anger or frustration that Superman couldn't just have his own movie. But we're going to see that. That's still coming. And there's going to be Batman standalones and Wonder Woman's Flashes and everything else. So I'm excited, and I'm happy that Henry Cavill gets to be the first of the new movie to be on a magazine cover. And I want to see more. I want to see more magazine covers with Batman and Wonder Woman and all the other characters. I want to see all of them together on covers. And we're coming to that. You know, it's as we're getting closer and closer. This is just a real early one, and it's exciting. And apparently it's DC's Last Chance. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And remember, always look up in the sky. Motorhead!